I'm actually quite glad I'm back in my room and all good and sound, but yay! Okay, let's change back, please! Right, okay, well I'm glad that I'm out of this pixelated format, because if I was to stay in there for another whole month, I'm more likely going to be stuck there for nearly eternity. Well then. Oh! Well, didn't know you guys were still here. Well, greetings ladies and gentlemen, or should I say my fellow time travelers. My name is Mitch, I'm also known as Planetary from the Planetary Ashes, and welcome back to another devlog episode. Well, devlog episode number 4. If you guys are particularly new here and don't know who I am and don't know what my devlog is, then welcome aboard. For people who have actually seen my devlogs and was looking for a new one, then welcome back. Throughout this particular devlog, I'm actually going to be telling you why I have actually been gone away for, well, one whole month, and the reason why I had to actually take that whole month away from just doing anything else apart from doing pixel art. The reason why I decided to take on this particular journey, what I've actually learned, and what particular arts I have actually done throughout that particular journey, but also yet the future and the end journey of pixel art, and also yet what my thoughts of taking on this particular journey and why I decided to do it. So feel free to grab yourself some popcorn and your accommodated drinks and actually enjoy the story of why I've been away for one whole month. So the month was March, and I've actually been looking throughout YouTube videos. I was trying to look for basic tutorials for GameMaker Studio or GameMaker Engine to actually help myself to get a little bit more better, get a little bit more understanding of how to understand the particular game engine and how to actually improve myself. When I actually came across one particular video that wasn't GameMaker Studio or GameMaker Engine related, was actually one particular person who was actually talking about his pixel art journey that he did for a good 30 days last year. And looking at his video and actually understanding the amount of time and effort that he actually has gone through to make arts in pixel art format and actually improving himself, actually was quite an interesting journey. And actually seeing the amount of arts that he has actually worked on and seeing the amount of improvement and comfort he is going throughout bigger scale and bigger canvas to actually make bigger arts, and also yet improving his own art skills as well, finding his own art style, actually was quite intriguing, and it makes me want to take on this particular journey as well. Also, another reason why I decided to take on this particular journey was because I didn't have money at the time, and I'm sure as hell know that I won't be able to find anyone who will be able to pay less than nearly $20 or $30 AUD, or wouldn't do it for free. So I decided to take on this particular journey myself because I need to learn how to do pixel art on my own accord and actually learn how to do this for myself, because I want to become a solo developer and I actually want to learn how to do all the other things. That means learning design, learning programming, and most importantly, learning art, mostly pixel art. And that's why I took on this particular journey throughout the first month, throughout April. Now, throughout the first 3 days of April, I decided to say to myself, alright, you need to have a bit of a crash course, Planetary. You need to know how knowledgeable you are and actually see how much work you need to do to actually improve yourself to get better and better and better, and which I did. Throughout the first 3 days of pixel art, I decided to put in a canvas size of 64 by 64 in canvas size, but with a grid limitation of 32 by 32. That means I have 4 32s by 32s to actually work with and to actually see how knowledgeable I am with pixel art. So throughout the first 3 days, on the first day I decided to make 3 consoles and a microphone, which basically was a Nintendo Switch, the Xbox, the PS2, which I know it looks like a 5, but it was supposed to be 2, my bad, and a Blue Yeti microphone. Now looking at the first side, I knew I actually did alright with the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox, but the PlayStation 2, I actually need to do a little bit more work there because of the isometric box that I was trying to do. Oh boy. Same with the microphone, it was a little bit off-putting. But on the second day, I decided to make fruits, the cherry, the orange, the apple, and the pear. They didn't stand out very well because I didn't know shading, I didn't know lighting, I didn't know highlights, and I didn't know color theory very well. All I knew was to draw outlines and do flat colors, which that was pretty bad, and you couldn't even tell if it was an orange and cherry. And looking back at it now, I couldn't even tell if it was a cherry, orange, apple, or pear because I was that bad. And the third day was basically weapons. So that means shotgun, pistol, revolver, and a pickaxe. Don't understand why I decided to put a pickaxe there. It was just came to mind and decided, alright, throw a pickaxe in there. And that's when I looked back at all three of my art and said to myself, right, Planetary, you need to get yourself out there. You need to learn. You need to learn the basic fundamentals of pixel art. You need to learn how to do these things proper, which led me to look up on Udemy for basic fundamentals of pixel art, which was a course that was done by GameDev.tv, which was a awesome thing. Now I know what you guys are saying, and I know you guys are going to be saying this from episode 3 that I said before, never get tutorial trap. And you're saying, well, Planetary, ain't you a bit of a hypocrite? You said you weren't going to get Tutorial Trap. Yeah, I wasn't going to get Tutorial Trap, but I did end up getting Tutorial Trap. But it was to help me to understand each lesson and to get better. So after when I finished the lessons, I decided to make my own thing at the end of the day. So basically, I'm not Tutorial Trap. I'm actually learning every single lesson that I have actually learned and actually putting it into practice of what I've learned today into the actual pixel art that I have actually done per each day. So whenever I was learning about color theory, I decided to actually learn how to do it on that particular day. If I was learning how to do highlighting and shading, I decided to make an apple or make a orange or make a cherry or make smaller items to actually limitate it, but also yet understand how to make highlights and shading in smaller items. If I was to learn what would be a good example, or GUI or inventories, I decided to do that. I decided to work on that and actually improve myself. Even there were some occasions when I've actually skipped on ahead, more importantly with the room that I actually was supposed to learn a little bit later on. But if people have saw my stream, I've actually did make a room based on my own room that you're seeing right now. I made a pixel art room based on my room. And to be honest, it did need a little bit of work, but hey, a good attempt nevertheless. So after when I've actually learned my lessons throughout the course of the GameDev.tv, I said to myself, alright, well, you've done the lessons, it's time to put everything you have learned and put them into practice. And throughout the day, and from day 18, or day 19 actually, I decided to learn about gradient transition because I've learned gradient patterns beforehand. So from gradient transition from sunset to night was a bit of a challenge. And to be honest, it was a fun challenge. It was awesome. It was great. It was marvelous. Seeing the sun set down and then seeing the moon transitioning from that, it was quite an awesome feeling. And it shows how much I have actually improved from transitioning colors to a sun and night shade, which was pretty awesome. And throughout day 20, I decided to make some 8x8 characters and their walking animation from 4 different directions. And then the big challenge came in. From day 21 all the way from day 24, I decided to make pixel art characters of people that inspired me to actually continue on, to actually push forward, to actually learn how to be better, learn how to do pixel art, learn how to do programming, learn to do better and keep pushing forward. With day 21 to 24, with my good mate Bizmaster, a fellow pixel artist, Druid Game, an awesome pixel art as well. Coding with Strangers, and also yet Mordecai as well. These were the 4 people that I was inspired to actually keep on going on and keep on going on the path of being a solid developer. Because if you put your mindset to it, you can actually do it without a doubt, and you can keep on trying. You fail, but you're learning though. You keep on learning. And from day 25 to day 30, I decided to actually make more challenges for myself. With day 30 being the last one of making a pixel art logo or making a commission art for someone. That means learning how to be on a time limit, being under pressure, learning how to actually communicate with a client to actually make art for them in a certain style, or if they letting you be free run about it, you have to do your own research. You have to learn the person. You have to learn what they do for their channel and what will be best suited for them. And that's what I did. I actually used my mate for a good example, and I've actually came up with 4 logos for him, and it actually turned out wonderful. But looking back at all 30 days that I've did, and looking at the first 3, I can actually see how bad I was to how much I have improved all the way up to 30 days. But even then, even on some odd occasion, I decided to make art for some people as well, which was actually quite interesting. So throughout the end of April, I am actually going to be still making art, because I cannot stop this creative juice flow that I actually want to keep on making pixel art, because I just enjoy it now. I love it. I don't actually just stop. I just want to continue. I just want to make more art. I just want to make it more fun. And it helps me to actually convey the message to myself of how I want to make these particular arts, or how I want to make the game look like. And also, yet learning throughout the whole 30 days, I've actually picked up my own art style, which is outlines. I like my outlines. I like to make my characters stand out. But also yet, I need to make sure that everything around them in the environment, I have to make sure that they stand out as well. So what fun that will be. So throughout the end of my art journey, I'm even let alone I finish my journey, I'm still going to be continuing on making more arts. And if you want to see the arts that I have actually worked on and you have seen on this particular devlog, you can actually have a look at my own DeviantArt that I've actually started up halfway through April. I'll make sure I put a link in the description down below so you can have a look at the DeviantArts and also at my portfolio of arts that I have actually done throughout the 30 days. And also yet onwards as well. But for people who actually want to take on pixel art, don't be afraid. Just have a go. Take a stab at it. Even if it means having to actually look at YouTube or look at videos to actually look for particular tutorials that could actually help you up. My recommendation will be Adam C. Yunus. Now, I also follow Adam C. Yunus. I've actually seen his pixel art and also his tutorials, and I actually do some pixel art after when I've actually learned from him and actually looked at each particular video and said to myself, right, let's give this a particular go. Let's see what I can do. Can I actually do this? If I cannot, all right, well, let's go back, have a look, try again. So if you guys actually want to take on this particular journey yourself and actually see where you can actually learn from either doing pixel art, programming, or anything, it's always great to actually have a certain month to actually learn, to actually improve yourself, like to see where you're at, improve yourself, and then after when you finish it, you keep on going, it becomes second nature to you. It becomes a fun journey. It becomes a fun-filled journey to actually learn something new. And I'm happy, and you know what? I'm happy. I'm actually happy to actually take this particular month and just learn how to do pixel art, and actually kept on going and going and going. And now, if I want to do a game development by myself, at least I've got that particular knowledge in my arsenal to actually do that now. And that's what it's all about. It's fun. It's quite a journey. So please, if you guys wanted to actually learn how to do pixel art by yourself, or you wanted to learn how to do programming, take a bit of a month, look at a certain course that you want to learn, or take a whole day, take the whole month to actually learn how to do this and keep on going until it becomes second nature. It becomes fun, it becomes enjoyable, and it becomes second nature, and you got it. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that I have actually been away for the whole month, and I'm sorry that I haven't actually been keeping you guys up to date. But this particular journey was actually far more important of actually taking the whole month of April to actually learn how to do pixel art and learning the basic fundamentals of it, and also yet learning how to make characters, items, inventories, the whole lot. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say thank you for sticking around, and thank you for actually being a little bit patient, even though I have actually been away. My bad, for another dev vlog. But in next episode, I will be talking about pen and paper, because pen and paper is something that is a little bit more important that I should have actually done in this particular episode, but I had to actually tell you what I've been away for this particular episode. So yeah. Next episode will be about pen and paper, and the reason why and the benefits of actually writing out your ideas on pen and paper and then putting it into practice on computer and actually expanding the knowledge a little bit more and expanding the story even more. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Planetary signing off, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed your time traveling journey, one game at a time. Until next time, this is Planetary signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ta!